hanging on to 30K by about 50 points. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Morning, Bob.
Good morning, Carl. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Rally's in a little bit of trouble. It's running out of steam here. I don't think it's big trouble, but there's some questions about how much more oomph we've got here, even if we get a stimulus deal. So let's take a look at the sectors. And remember, the big moves that we saw in November and the first part of December were in that reopening story, primarily around the bank stocks, big moves on the upside, energy stocks. That's sort of flattish these days, but it's a little better than maybe some people had hoped for. Industrials slightly on the upside. One big winner has been semiconductors. Flattish today, but as Jim mentioned, and we were doing this yesterday, most of the new high list yesterday was in the semiconductor area. So keep an eye on all of that and whether or not that bank and energy still has much more room to go. Meantime, mega cap has been flattish now for a good part of the month. I say Google has probably done better than all of them. But again, flattish there, not a lot of leadership in the last few days. So the question is, how much more oomph is there in the market? Remember where we're at here. We're at historic highs here and a very pricey situation. So the vaccine distribution here, the Pfizer vaccine, seems somewhat limited. That may be an issue overall. The stimulus is a little uncertain. Brexit's uncertain, although I saw the pound move in the last hour. We may be getting some news here on Brexit, which is going to be important, I think, for certainly European valuations. And we've talked about how high the valuations are, 22 times 2021 earnings estimates on the S&P 500. That's pricey, folks. At these prices, even a stimulus deal plus vaccine could become a sell on the news event. That's what I'm concerned about, that valuation. So remember, we had this reopening enthusiasm, all the work from home stocks sort of underperformed towards the end of November, and this is happening into December. So here's your, work from home stuff, the Kroger's, the Home Depot. Keep an eye on Home Depot. That's the big stock in the consumer discretionary group. That's been looking very toppy recently. Sherwin-Williams, Target, all down so far. This is for December. What we're looking at. What's a little more concerning is the industrials. They had a great rally. David was talking about the steel stocks, too, but they've also sort of run out of steam. That's a little more disconcerting, given that, I said, that's part of the reopening story. So Cummins, Deere, Rockwell, some of the other names that are out there, Eaton, all down for the month. Meantime, the stuff that you think would be moving, the reopening stuff, is up nicely. But this is what we call the high beta stuff. That's the oil names, like Occidental, the cruise lines, the airlines. These are stocks, high beta names, that they move on whether the market's moving or not. If the market moves 1%, they move 2%. So they jump around an awful lot. And so far, they've been holding up. But you kind of want a much broader rally than that. And I think that's going to be the issue right now. We don't want just these high beta stocks moving around or up or down on any one day. You want to see broad participation in the market. We had it up until a few days ago. It's starting to stall out now. And guys, I think the big issue for the market now is we get the stimulus. It's $1 trillion. Pick a number right around there. What does the market do with that? And the indications are right now, it's prepared to do very, very little on that stimulus news. Keep an eye on the Brexit story, guys. There's something going on there right now.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.